What I'm about to tell you is something you should have been told a very, very long time ago. Especially if you are a man who is struggling to date, struggling to find the right woman, especially. So, here it is. Stop chasing. But if I stop chasing, no one's going to chase after me. I never said that, did I? I'm not saying women are going to chase after you. Because you've got the entire narrative, the entire process completely arse backwards. And if you want my help finding the right woman and settling down and actually having the right success with dating, then check out the links in the description and pin comment below. So a bit of backstory about me. I was useless with dating. Useless. Didn't have a clue. But from a young age, I wanted something serious. I wanted to settle down and so on. Then I really went down different dark paths. I went down the red pill path. I went down the path of doomers. I went all over the place. And then I became a bit of a serial dater. Then I attracted a narcissistic relationship. And then I finally walked away from all of that shit. I said, screw this, not doing this anymore. And then once I figured this all out and did this the right way, I've been happily married ever since to the right woman. And I've had the right relationship. So I'm not someone who doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. I know. I'm not the best looking guy. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not in the best shape. I'm real. And there are a lot of real men out there like you who don't know what to do. So here's the thing. What typically happens in this scenario is you've probably read books or watched seminars or whatever about how you've got to have confidence, you've got to do this, you've got to increase your value and all this bullshit. None of it matters. Because at the end of the day, when it comes into a situation where a woman is there and you want to date her, not have sex with her, you want to date her to have something serious, you want to settle down, all of that stuff, and anxiety takes over you, you don't know what to do, she's not texting back as much, the communication is dying, what do you do there and then? You naturally chase. And when you chase them, you scare them away. But here's the other thing. If you don't chase them and they come to you, that too is also wrong. Mic drop. There you go. Let me explain that one more time. So, when she starts to pull away or she's showing disinterest, you chase. Or you don't chase and you pull away, you match her energy, all that shit, and then she starts to chase you. But here's the problem. And here's the God's honest truth. In the 4.5 years I've known my wife and we've been together, not one of us have chased each other. From the moment we met to marriage. And I can pinpoint other couples I know in longer, more successful relationships like this as well. You don't need to chase the right woman. Let me repeat that. You don't need to chase the right woman. Because here's the thing. By not chasing her, as well if she pulls away and you pull away, you are still, yes, you are still chasing her. Because it's manipulative. It is not natural and it's utter bullshit. So, by you saying, well, I'm going to match her energy. She's stopped texting, I'm texting. She's sending one word answer. She's being blasé, I'm going to be blasé as well. What that does chemically in a woman's brain is obviously trigger a response where she fears that the power struggle is being lost by her. She wants to have the power struggle. She wants to win. She wants to manage the expectation and the attraction. So therefore, she comes back to you until the power struggle is back with her, and then it's a constant game of cat and mouse. I've never had that in my marriage or relationship. In fact, multiple people I know in successful, healthy, long-term marriages, white picket fences, houses, children and so on, don't have this bullshit. Okay? So, you must not chase and you must not engage at all. One thing I'm pretty much selling on this channel and trying to encourage in men is utter ruthlessness with dating. Because here's the thing, you can apply this to people as well. If a woman wants to respond, she's going to respond. If a woman wants to go on a date, she will go on a date. I met my wife on a dating app. A week later, we met. Not long after we were officially together. It has been plain sailing with no bullshit, no games, no lies ever since. And she's a beautiful woman. Now, when I had a relationship in the past, there was a little bit of that as well. However, they were narcissists and toxic because there was bullshit and drama and back and forwards and games and blocking and unblocking and all of that nonsense to go with it. What you are doing is you are encouraging your future from the offset by chasing and unchasing, which still seems like chasing. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And you're setting yourself up for failure. So what am I supposed to do? You're saying, like, so she pulls away. I'm not supposed to pull away? No. Take it as an L. And if she comes back, and unless she says to you, genuinely sorry for the late reply, I would love to talk to you again. I'd love to meet up with you again. I'd love to see you again. Different story. Now, there's other things I need to explain as well. That's at the early staging of dating and getting to know someone. What if you're a couple of weeks or months in? Well, that is a massive red flag. Because manipulation and game playing, bullshit gameplay, must not be prevalent in your relationship. If it's prevalent at any stage like this, God help your future. God help you. I'm trying to show you how to get the right woman here, not how to set yourself up for failure. So just literally draw a line under the sand and say, this is game playing. Whether it's 1 week in or 6 months, whatever it is. Okay, let's not even call it gameplay. This is bullshit. So if they've always responded and they've always been up for it, and suddenly they ghost, or suddenly they're playing hard to get, suddenly doing all this shit, that's when you say, ding, 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 okay, guy in the hat on that YouTube video saying, this is bullshit, I'm out. And unless they come back to you with an apology, and again, this is not manipulation. I actually would not pursue this woman at all if I were you. Even if she comes back on her hands and knees begging you for an opportunity to say no. And you don't say no to reject her to get the power trip or the ego trip. You're saying, I'm looking for something serious. Perhaps I didn't explain that to you properly. I'm looking for the right woman here. I don't think this is mature or right for me. I don't think we should pursue this further. And I wish you all the best. Done. And again, you are not doing it to try and twist the pot or give her another chance. You might say, well, this is really reckless. No, it's not. Because what happens with your life and what happens with dating is that energy, that confidence, that aura that you have is something that you've probably never had before, but has always needed. So when you go into your next interaction, because there will be other women, trust me, there will be another opportunity, right? Maybe not straight away, but that's fine. It's going to work out for you. I had a very brief, call it, if you will, fling relationship before I met my wife, who she decided to reject me. She said, oh, I don't think this is working out anymore. I think we should break up. It was very shallow, immature. And I said, okay. But know this, I said to her. You end this, you will never see or hear from me again. But I want to be friends. I don't want to be a friend. And that's not me being rude. And I'm not trying to manipulate. I need to be with the woman that's right for me. Exactly 9-10 months later, met my wife. So yeah, it took a bit of time, but it was the right decision. Do you see where I'm coming from here? This is the power of not chasing. But also, not chasing is chasing. So you can't do either. You got to take the L, draw the line in the sand and move on. And if you want my help and you really want to master this properly and understand more, then check out the links in the description and pin comment below. Let me show you the way. Let me help you. And also, I want you to write it in the comment section right now. I will not chase. I will not chase. That's it. I won't chase. You don't need to chase. Chase the right woman. Because guess what? When you find the right woman, and any man who's been in my predicament, there are plenty of us, by the way, who understands this will tell you, yeah, ever since I met her, like a house on fire. No games, no nonsense, no bullshit. It's been easy. And that's what it is. But how am I supposed to find that woman? They're out there. You're just looking in the wrong places. And you're giving your time and energy and focus to the wrong ones as well. Write in the comments, reach out to me in the description and pin comment. I will not chase.